Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt with 86 Gaming. We're going to be taking a look at the SADES Hammer headset. It's a headset that comes in around $45 to $50. I got this one from Gemini Doctor to test out and try on behalf of SADES. Allegedly, this is an exclusive model from Gemini Doctor that they sell, but SADES also has it on their Amazon as well. So I'm not sure how true that is. I sent them an email to ask them about it. I haven't heard back about that yet. But it's a great headset, and as soon as I got it, I was like, well, it's packaged nice, good retail packaging. I got it here somewhere. And something I thought was funny about it, though, is the Hammer is the name of this one, but when you look at it, it's definitely the Harry Potter font, and I thought that was funny because all I see now is not some awesome Thor's Hammer headset, but rather a Harry Potter headset, or a Hammer Potter headset, if you will. Anyways, it's pretty cool. Comes with all your warranty stuff and all that fancy things. You know, it's got the nice retail packaging. Open it up if you're interested in seeing a box opened up. There you go. Here's your official unboxing. You open it up and take the stuff out. It's really good packaging. I think that, you know, it doesn't need to be quite so good. Save some money for the people, but it's all about that consumer experience, I bet, for a lot of them. And a lot of SADES probably trying to say, well, we're a good top brand too. You need to buy from us, and that's you know, that's fine and dandy. So with this headset, it's 7.1 sound, surround sound, or virtual 7.1 sound. And that pretty much just means that it's trying to encompass the whole. If you're hearing somebody shoot behind you to the southeast, then you'll be able to hear the bullets flying over there, things like that. So it tries to get that whole encompassing sound. While they're no Sennheiser headphones, they are great headphones. They are fantastic, and I put them on. I remember thinking, wow, these are better than any of the ones I've looked at so far. So that's something to be said, and kudos to them for some of the design implementations and just listening to consumers and what consumers want. Some of that stuff being... Alright, so we have right here is a light indicator LED. You can see that it's blue right there on the microphone. I love this. When you mute it, it should start flashing. You should see the red kind of flashing in there as long as I muted it. Yeah, I muted it. So it might be a little easier to see too without the lights on. Now there's a couple light functions, and really when I say couple, there's on, off, and fade, and you can't control how much it fades. You can either have it straight on, or you can hit the fade button and it'll eventually fade out like that, and there you go. So that's pretty much all you have as far as light function goes. It's got an inline control, which is, you know, hit or miss for some people. There's no clip on it so that you can put it on something, and your distance between inline control to headset's really not all that great. It's not a huge distance, so that could be a problem for some people, but just the sheer bulk of it could probably be changed and made to better accommodate. All in all, material feels great. It's pretty plasticky feeling on the outside, but it's good and flexible. You got a lot of twist and bend, and you can do all this if you really wanted to sit there with your headset and fiddle with it. But I will say that when I put it on, when I was sitting in the bed typing up a review, going over some of the things, the aesthetic stuff, how it feels, how comfortable is it. Forgot I was wearing it at one point. It was so comfortable. So if that tells you anything, I hope it kind of gives you a feeling to how comfortable it actually is, whether it looks like it is or not. I've seen ones like this before that just don't fit on the head right, like you'll put it on, it'll like cup your ears all funky. But this one's actually really, really comfortable to use, and it's just nice. Great sound too. And I have noticed that when you put it on, it is circumaural, so when you have it on like this, hearing everything outside is just hard to do. It's almost like you put on those special earmuffs that you can't hear people talking like on game shows or whatever. But that being said, let's move on to the microphone part here. Now this I don't like. It does go up and down, but it's kind of like this malleable, however you want to say the word, rubbery material. So you can sort of get it to where you want it, but if you wanted to have something that bent right in front of your mouth, you've got to over adjust a lot and kind of get it to do that, because it's just sort of a flexy material, which is not my favorite. So anyways, the material is actually, like I was saying, really, really comfortable, and where some headsets you wear in the past or have worn in the past, I know I have, you kind of get that sweat and uncomfortable feeling. You get all that discomfort from it sitting on your head. Light as a feather, really nice. I do want to talk about something before I do a microphone test here. One of the things I want to talk about is SADES has drivers that come with it. They come with it on a disc. Well, my first thought is I don't really need a disc, because while I have a CD drive over there, it's not used much. We're not a CD generation anymore. So I go to their website to look to download drivers, and it wanted all kinds of crazy stuff from me. Pretty much everything, including my social security number, copies of the receipts, just to get to the drivers to download. Which even when I put the number in, I realized the site's probably out of date, because it only goes to Windows 8.1. Doesn't say anything about Windows 10, which the CD drive has on it. And I just went through this whole process. I wrote them a letter. I said, I don't know what this is about. Why are you asking this of your customers? Why do they need to give you all this just to get the drivers to work with the headset? It was a pain in the butt. And I haven't heard back from them yet, but I'm hoping they'll get back to me and explain it, and I'll put something in the description down below about what they said. And it could be that they just altogether dropped support for drivers like that. Because when I did pop the CD into the drive, I loaded it up, big SADES logo, everything pops up, did the install wizard, run it, and it's an equalizer. That's all I got, is an equalizer. I can do that with Windows. I didn't need that. I thought it would at least have features to look at. But it was this, I click on it, icon, all right, cool, let's see what we got to look at. And it's an up and down equalizer. Why? Why did I waste all my time trying to figure that out? What a headache just to show it for this review. You don't need it. You don't. You just plug it in out of the box, let the drivers auto install to Windows 10. Boom. Good to go. So that was a pain in the butt. Just absolute waste of money, I think, for them to put CDs in there and probably pass that cost on to you. They could probably just drop that altogether. They don't have enough features for it to be worth it, and this is pretty much what I'm saying. At least some companies will have neat features where you can be like Darth Vader or sound like a high-pitched chipmunk or something. This one doesn't. There's just nothing to it. No additional light controls, nothing fancy to do with it. It's just an equalizer. So that's that about that. Don't I look so stylish? I hope I look really stylish in these. I'm super, super stylish. I can't really hear myself. I hear like the words I'm saying vibrating around inside my head. This is the microphone and what it sounds like. Should be what people hear if they're listening to things like Ventrilo, TeamSpeak, Vox. What are some of the other ones people like? Mumble's a good one, especially if you're like a WoW player. I know you guys are all jacked up on your mumbles, but this is kind of the sound you'll get if you're talking into this microphone, what they're going to hear on the other side of that mumble. So if this helps you out a little bit, there you go. Also, if you're going to do some light podcasting, you'll probably need to crank the dBs up, because with any headset or any of the headphones I've ever done that have a built-in microphone, I always have to crank it up a little bit so you can hear a little bit better. Nothing really quite compares to having the actual microphone, a Yeti, that you can't see. I'm acknowledging it's right here, but you can't see it. No, you can't see it. So anyways, this is what this sounds like. We'll do a real quick comparison where I'm back on the Yeti here in just a second. And then this is just what it sounds like when I talk into the Yeti normally. I was probably talking a lot louder a second ago because I feel like I'm not talking as loud as I was now, so I apologize. But anyways, this is Yeti. That was the microphone. No, I guess that's pretty much it. I guess I don't have too much else to say about it. But if you have questions, hit me up down below and I'll answer them if I can. I'll put links to these both on SADES and on Gemini Doctor where I got this from. And you can check it out if you're so interested in it. If you have any specific or particular questions in comparison to other headsets I've looked at, let me know and I'll do my best to compare it. This is by far the best sounding one and the best feeling one, the most comfortable headset that I've had the pleasure of using, with the exception of I don't like the bendy, unable to get it to stay right where I wanted microphone. Now, if any of y'all know me, I don't really use headsets much anyways. I prefer my nice Bose speakers and good sound out of that, and things like the house is wired with Sonos and all that. So that's just my thing. I don't like things sitting on my ear because I like to be cognizant of what's going on around me as well. While this will deliver you a very immersive and clear sounding experience, that's just not me. So I might not be the best authority at all times when it comes to doing the headsets. Anyways, like I said, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll be sure to get back with you and tell you what I can. Have a good day, night, whatever it is. Let's move on and talk about some other stuff, I guess. I don't know what else I have to say about it.